Good morning, class. Welcome to Arjun English School. In Standard 12th, final account chapter. This is the last class. Question number 15, Harsh and Yesha. So I am reading the question. With consideration of the following trial balance and adjustments of Harsh and Yesha, prepare final accounts for the year ending 31st March 2017 of the firm. Trial balance given in the question as well as adjustments. There are total five adjustments given, but here there is only that we have to prepare a current account. No need to prepare, capital account. No need to prepare a current account because current account balance that are not given. So now I am reading the adjustment number one. Closing stock 10,000, out of which 50% has no market value. Again, closing stock has two entry: trading account credit side, balance sheet asset side. Out of 10,000, only 50% value, that is 5,000. First entry in trading account, second entry in balance sheet asset side. Closing stock value is 5,000. Next, legal charges included of legal charges of building purchase 5,000. Legal charges. Legal charges is a part of P&L account. Legal charges value 6500. In adjustment 2, it includes the legal charges of building. Means building expense that is not covered here. So we have to deduct less building legal charges. Amount 4,000. So finally net amount 6500 minus 4,000 2500, and it is for building expense. So in building balance sheet asset side we have to add as legal charges. Deduct from legal charges and add in building as a legal charges for building. So building given in the question is for 46,000. 46,000. Add legal charges as 4,000, and inner column value is 50,000. Then after adjustment number 3, provide 5% bad debts reserve on debtors. Debtors in current assets, value for debtors that is 31,000. Receivable is called debtor. Less bad debts reserve. Bad debts reserve at the rate 5%. So on 31,000, bad debts reserve for 5% value 1550, and net value 29450. Second entry for bad debts reserve is in P&L account as bad debts reserve adjustment 1550. In P&L account, bad debts reserve adjustment 1550. Got it? Then after adjustment number 4, provide depreciation 10% on furniture, 5% on building. First of all, furniture given in the question for 3,000. Then on furniture, depreciation given in trial balance. Add depreciation, that is given in trial balance. Value for this furniture depreciation 300. So now total is total is 3300. Now depreciation, less, as per adjustment, rate of depreciation is 10%. So on 3300, 10% depreciation rate, that is 330, and net value 3300 less 330, that is 2970. And this depreciation, second entry in P&L account debit side as depreciation of adjustments 330 on furniture, 330 depreciation on furniture, depreciation on furniture at the rate 10%, that is 330. And on building, rate of depreciation, that is for 5%. So value of building is 50,000, again less depreciation at the rate 5%, amount 2500, and net value 47500. So now depreciation on building 2500. It is called depreciation on building. Simple. Got it? Then after adjustment number 5, one third of share of patent and trademark is to be written off. Share of patent and trademark. It is also a part of fixed asset. So patent and trademark, that is 2700. Patent and trademark 2700 less return of value one third. On 2700, one third value is 900. Net value is 1800. Now here we have deducted 900 as return of patents and trademark. Second entry, that is in P&L account debit side, 900, that is for return of patent and trademark. Amount is 900. Simple. So finally there are 5 adjustments that we have completed. Now the remaining part is the trial balance. Capital in partners capital account credit side, buy balance brought down, value 35,000 for Harsh and 15,000 for Yesha. Then after drawing, recorded on debit side, 5,000 for Harsh, 2,500 for Yesha. Goodwill in balance sheet, goodwill, value of goodwill is 5,000. It is an intangible assets. Patents done. Receivable means debtors done. Payables means creditor. It is on current liability. Value of creditor, that is 25,000. Then after account of goods means it is purchase and sale. Purchase recorded on debit side 40,000. I am writing in inner column 40,000, and sales amount 89250. Okay, it is a purchase and sales. Then after machine, building, furniture, patent and trademark, goodwill. Yes, machine is still pending. Machine, value of machine, that is for 15,000. Opening stock It is a part of trading account. In trading account debit side, opening stock is for 6,000. Then after furniture 3,000. Done. Goods return. Goods return is called purchase return as well as sales return. If amount given on debit side, we have to write it credit side. If amount given on credit side, we have to write in debit side. Okay. So now here debit and credit both values are given. So 7500 is given on debit side. So we have to write on credit side 7500, and in opposite way purchase return that is for 5,000. Next, wages. It is a part of trading account. To wages amount 4,000. Next, depreciation on furniture done. Stationery and printing. To stationery and printing amount is 1550. Next, building done. Legal charges done. Cash balance. It is a part of current assets. Cash balance 300. Railway freight. It is in trading account debit side. To railway freight amount 600. Insurance premium. It is on debit side of P&L account. Insurance premium amount 1150. Bills. There are two types of bills that you already have studied in 11th standard. One is bills receivable and another is bills payable. Remember one thing, there are two types of bills. One is bills receivable, another is bills payable. Bills receivable is our current assets and bills payable that is our current liability. So now here debit and credit both side given. So in debit side, here I am writing bills receivable, and in credit side it is called bills payable. Value of bills receivable that is 4,000 and bills payable 2,500. Next, postage expense in P&L account to postage expense amount 2,000. Next, bad debts 1,500 and bad debts reserve 2,000. So final amount plus 1,500 plus 1550 less 2,000, net amount that is 1050. Okay. Next, discount to, it is a part of P&L account. In P&L account debit side discount amount is 750 and in credit side discount is given. So by discount received that is 1500. Stamps on hand. Stamps on hand it is a current assets. Stamp on hand amount 150 and bad debts return in P&L account credit side by bad debts return amount 1250. HDFC loan, every kind of loan that is a part of non-current liability, 12% HDFC loan 10,000. Now again it is a hidden adjustment. Here the loan of not a partner but loan of bank. On this loan that we have to calculate the interest. Two entries for interest Number one, in P&L account debit side, to interest on loan, and second one, in current liabilities, interest outstanding interest on loan. Now amount. Here, loan is for 10,000. Interest rate is 12% and loan from 1/7/2016. So from July to March. July, August, September, October, November, December, Jan, Feb, and March. Total 9 months multiplied by 9 by 12. So I am putting this formula here on 10,000 rate of interest, that is 12% multiplied by 9 by 12. Interest amount is 900. It is called interest on loan. And second entry is in current liability, interest on loan, that is outstanding. Okay. So finally, this sum is over. First of all, before closing the accounts, we have to check bad debts total is in outer column. Yes. Now in sales column, from sales we have to deduct sales return. From purchase we have to deduct purchase return. And finally, I am closing the accounts in trading account debit side. Total is 86750. Save total, that is in debit side. Difference amount 86750 minus 1, 2, 3, and 4. Difference amount is 41150. Second entry for gross profit in P&L account 41150, and total of credit side 43900. Same total that is on debit side. Difference amount is total of all this. First of all, I am doing the just total of all this. 13630. So difference amount means plus 43900 less total of all this. And difference amount is 30270. It is called net profit. Simple. Total of all these 43900, same total is on debit side. Now I am deducting this amount from 43900. We got net profit 30270 in second entry in P&L appropriation account debit side. By net profit 30270, and in P&L appropriation account there is no another entry. So total of credit side, same total that is in debit side, and difference amount is 30270. It is called divisible profit 30270. This divisible profit distributed between the partners Yash and Yesha in profit sharing ratio, and profit sharing ratio is not given, so we have to distribute equally 15135. Now second entry is in partners capital account credit side. By divisible profit 15135, 15135. Then after, close the accounts for Harsh, and total amount 50135, and total amount for Yesha 30135. This total is on debit side 50135, 30135. Now difference amount from 50135 I am deducting 5000, and same way here difference amount is 27635. It is called to balance carried down. At last this balance that is transferring to the balance sheet capital for Hertz that is 45135 and Yesha 27635, that is this amount. Okay. Now total of Harsh and total of Yesha is 72770. Very simple. And at last we have to do total of liabilities side, that is 1,11,170, and total of assets side same. Here both assets and liabilities total are tally. So finally we can say that this sum is finally over. And if you have any doubts in this chapter, then please contact me. And remember one thing, for tally this sum, we have to do more and more practice in this chapter. It is not like that you are doing a sum in and in first try, total of both these side will be tally. Here, if there are more mistakes, then more marks are deducted from this. Maximum it is for 11 marks, but you have to very careful. You have to do very practice for doing sum. You have to do one single sum for 3 to 4 times. Then after it gives you a more and more confidence. Okay. So first of all, I have shared my trading account, PNL account, PNL appropriation account, partners capital account, and balance sheet. So first of all, you have to learn all these five formats very carefully. Then after, you have to put the such items in such accounts in that manner. So first of all, you have to remember that formula. You have to understand the adjustments. Every adjustments, there are two entries that you have to put into the accounts, and then after remaining trial balance put into the account. Finally, close the accounts. If you have any doubts that this sum is not proper, or you feel that my total of balance sheet will not be tally, then in simple manner you don't make a calculation or don't make a total for all these accounts. For entries, for all these entries, you got the proper marks. Okay. So don't worry that if you don't get 11 marks, then it will be 0. Okay. So be confident and make more and more practice to solve this sum. So now today's session is over, and finally this chapter is also over. See you in next class for part 2 of accounting. Thank you.